Yo, in this video, I want to talk about body game and how it improves your mindset. All right. Now, I do a lot of videos on this where I kind of talk about body game and ultimately how it improves you know, how it plays into self-improvement. I don't like to just talk about body game and how it makes you look better so you can get laid. Yeah, camera, got me a new car mount, so I got to figure out where the camera hole is. But you know, I don't like to just talk about body game and how it makes you look so you can get women and this and that. I like to talk about body game in a sense of how it ultimately improves like your masculine essence, man, your masculine core. You know, how it builds your confidence within yourself. I feel like the body game, I know it's getting the best physique that you can get for yourself, for your size, for your frame. I do understand that. That's what it means, you know, but it's also building that self-discipline within yourself, because it takes discipline to be able to even achieve a great body, physique, you know, whatever you want to call it, you know, it takes discipline to do that. So I like to highlight and spotlight those type of attributes that it takes to be able, or those attributes that improve from body game, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm saying body game improves your mindset, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about improving your confidence. I'm talking about improving your self-discipline. I'm talking about learning how to prioritize yourself. And these are key. This is key for any man who is trying to just become the best version of himself. You know what I mean? You got to be in the gym, I feel like. You got to be doing some type of physical activity. You don't have to necessarily be lifting weights, but do something physical. And for me personally, I've learned like how this has improved my mindset is that the gym is always a priority. You know, it's always something that I have to do. Now, I'm going to be 100% transparent in this video. Man, I'm telling you, since Hurricane Helene happened, which was back in September, you know, it's been like, I don't even know how many months. It's been like 5 or 6 months. But ever since that happened, man, my workout flow has not been, I haven't been able to find my flow again. I'm still in the gym, but I've definitely not been consistent how I have been over, you know, my entire workout career. And I'm the type of individual that knows this happens. I know that this is part of the workout game. You have these ebbs and flows of working out. So I don't really beat myself up about it because I know I'm gonna get back in my rhythm, you know, and you know, I still got my little size to me and stuff like that. I haven't gone back to the original version of myself, which if you work out takes a lot of time for you to lose the muscle you've gained and end up like the original version of yourself. So like I said, I don't really stress that type of stuff. Like I said, there's ebbs and flows to this workout game, and I'm in kind of an ebb as opposed to a flow. So I'm sharing all this to just say that plays into your mindset about things. That can play into somebody's mindset about how their workouts have been going, how they've backslid and how they've fallen off. And some people will completely fall off. You know, I'm not one of those dudes, but what I'm saying is that this body game strengthens your mindset because you know it's always something that you have to get back to. You may have those hurdles, you may have those obstacles and challenges that make the workout game a little bit more difficult to get to, but you still gonna get to it. You know, bottom line is you're still gonna get to it somehow, some way, and you're gonna overcome that hurdle that you're experiencing. And I feel like just that's mental resilience, what I'm describing right now, you know, and this is another thing. This is another aspect of masculinity and your masculine essence and your masculine energy, being resilient, being able to not let setbacks completely knock you off your path. You know, being able to understand that, like being able to accept that, yeah, there's going to be setbacks. That's just going to happen. That's going to happen in life. That's not just going to happen with working out. There's going to be things in your life that you expect to happen a certain way, and it's not going to go that way. What you going to do? You just go pout about it or something like that. You know, that's not going to change anything. So it's being able to accept that, hey, some things are not going to go your way, but it's having that mental resilience and that mental fortitude to be able to get back on track. This woman that I'm seeing, she said, you don't seem like you'll get blown away by the wind. And that's what I mean. When you're resilient, you don't just get blown away by a strong gust of wind. You're able to withstand that gust of wind, man, because there's going to be a lot of them. as a man, it's going to be a lot of gusts of wind. You know, so you want to work on that body game so that you can build your frame and your foundation, your confidence, your discipline, your resilience, your awareness of yourself, so that you can withstand those gusts of wind. And this is like, I feel like a foundational, like, part of growth as a man, getting on your self-improvement journey, wherever that starts for you, wherever that may look like, because I feel like it happens at different times for all of us. You know, I'm 40 years old now, and I didn't really start on my self-improvement journey until about 7 years ago. I always knew there was things I needed to work on. I always knew that, because they always be popping up and getting you in trouble. You know, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's with the law, whether it's with coworkers, there's always some shit popping up that's telling you, you might need to address this. You might need to work on this type of behavior. But sometimes we have to hit a brick wall before we actually address it. Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom before we actually address it. And it's unfortunate that happens, that you have to hit rock bottom before you finally change something. So I think the foundation of changing something, if I was to talk to my younger self or a younger cat who wanted some advice, I would say, are you working out? Not just to look good, but to feel good. Because working out makes you feel good too. The chemicals and the hormones and the stuff that gets released when you work out, when you go lift heavy weight, that shit counteracts stress in your life. So people are always wondering, like, oh, I'm always stressed out. I'm always overthinking. I can't get out of my head. I got this. Like, go work out and just experience that hormonal chemical shift. Experience that a few times. And then you'll start to understand why people work out. It's not just because your body changes and you look good. That's part of it. That's a byproduct. But ultimately working out strengthens your mindset. I lost my train of thought too. I'm out here driving in traffic, trying to do like Ron Wills with another car video. If you know who Ron Wills is, shout out to Ron Wills, BODYGAME OG. You know what I'm saying? But if you know who he is, he do car videos too. But anyways, back on track about my video, how BODYGAME improves your mindset. Yeah, man, that's what it's going to do too, man. So if you're a young man out here trying to figure out how to start leveling up, where to begin, get in the gym, you know what I'm saying, start a workout routine. And this is ultimately going to bleed over into your daily life. One way that I noticed that happened for me, like how it bleeds over into my daily life when I started working out, you just become like, you start prioritizing things differently, because the working out aspect becomes, I hate to say number one priority, but it becomes a part of your lifestyle. So you do whatever you need to do to make sure that that's going to happen, because you know the more that happens, the better you're going to show up in the world. Like, you're going to show up as your best self, or maybe not your complete best self, but you're working on being your best self. And that's a pivotal part of it. You know what I'm saying? So when you work out, you go to work, you're feeling good, you're looking good, you're getting compliments and stuff. That's building your confidence as well. It starts changing your mindset, man. You start feeling good about yourself. Then you start realizing, damn, I need to work on some other areas. You know, what else can I work on? I'm looking good. I'm getting compliments. All right, I need to work on my temper. I got anger issues. You know, I need to go work on that. I need to stop reacting like a little boy. I need to work on my emotional intelligence, my emotional maturity. And if that's you and you're somebody who wants to improve that, make sure you check out my videos on emotional intelligence. I'll leave a link for them. Emotional intelligence is super important, man. You want to have the body, you want to have the physique, you know, you want to be getting the compliments, getting the looks, but you want to also have the emotional EQ. Let me stop getting all fancy, but you want to have the emotional strength, the emotional, you know, just capability to be able to maintain yourself and stay cool, calm, collected under pressure while looking the damn part. That's what you want. And that's what I'm working on. And that's why I'm making this content, because I want to support other men in working on that for themselves too. You know what I'm saying? Like, look good, feel good, respond good, or respond well to people out here in the world. And it all takes work. But again, if you like this video and found any value in it, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you know when I make more content just like this. And I will see y'all in the next video. All right, peace.